Okay, so Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. So today we would like to present our analysis on cultural differences in customs and behavior and fundamental dimensions, difficult situation and conflicts in food and beverage industry. So the presenters are me, Umi Sofia binti Abu, the presenter two, Dayang Squid. The next presenter is Nur Fatia Atira. Presenter number 3 is Dayang Nur Zahra. And the last presenter is Muhammad Haikal bin Zaki. So I would like to start from introduction. So this film provide a unique opportunity to unravel the layers of organizational behavior, interpersonal relationships, and the relentless pursuit of excellence within the high stakes and competitive domain of culinary arts. Burn, the film Burn, takes us into the intense and demanding environment of a Michelin-starred kitchen, while Hunger explores the struggles and triumphs of individuals striving to make their mark in culinary world. So the statement of the problem is, despite the cinematic portrayal of the food and beverage industry in Burn and Hunger, there exists a gap in our understanding of the intricate dynamics and challenges that shape workplace culture within this domain. This analysis seeks to identify and explore the key elements influencing organizational behavior, leadership styles, and collaborative efforts depicted in the film, aiming to bridge at the divide between cinematic representation and the nuanced realities of the professional kitchens in the real world. So the research questions are, what are the cultural differences in the workplace in regards to social custom and power distance that can be found in the movie Burn and Hunger? The second research question is, what are the difficult situations that can be found in the Burn and Hunger movies? The last question is, what are the conflict faced between superior and the subordinate in the food and beverages industry? Our research objectives are to explore and analyze the cultural nuance portrayed in Burn and Hunger with a specific focus on social custom and power distance within the workplace, to evaluate the extent to which the cultural differences, difficult situations, and conflicts depicted in the movie align with or diverge from real-world scenarios in the food and beverage industry. And the last one is to analyze the conflicts faced between the superior and the subordinate in the food and beverage industry. So I will pass it to the next presenter.
Okay, moving on to the literature review. So the first literature review is social custom. Every workplace has their own social custom. Social custom in the workplace, or also known as workplace culture, is the culture or act by the workers in their workplace. And social custom is a structure of shared basic assumption that the team learn as it solves its problem of internal adaptation and internal integration. And that has worked well enough to be considered valid enough to be taught to a new members. Or in a simple way, we call the way things are done around here. And the second is power distance. Power distance is a term to describe how much culture tolerate inequality. Power distance can be defined as term of the workplace as the perceived imbalance in the relative amounts of influence and authority held by the supervisor and the subordinate. It is significant to note that extent of this disparity is reinforced by their respective social and national surrounding and is acknowledged by both the supervisor and the subordinate. Next. Okay, next one is conflict and types of conflict. Conflict arises when one party feels that their colleague are advancing its objective, ideas or points of view. There are 4 types of conflict. The first one is topic at hand. The subject under discussion is the most visible reason for the conflict, which occurs often in the workplace. The examples are pay, resources, work, assignment, autonomy, product quality, and etc. The second one is the process. In several cases, argument focus more on how to do things than what to do. The third one is relational issues. Relational issues are how the party prefer to be treated by each other. For example, like control, affinities, and respects. The last one is ego or identity issues. Relationship thrive when others accept us for who we are. When people interact in intimidating ways, it can escalate the disagreement and take on new dimension. For example, like fairness and professionalism. Next. Okay, next is methodology. The term research design refers to the prior planning of the methods to be utilized for gathering relevant data and the technique to be employed in analysis. For the media analysis, the researchers choose Burn and Hunger movie. Burn is a 2015 movie directed by John Wells that was released on October 30. It is about Adam Jones. He was a well-known chef in Paris before a drug and alcohol-related crisis put an end to his career. Adam travel from New Orleans to London and is given a second chance um, so that he can accomplish his dream of obtaining a third Michelin star. Meanwhile, for Hunger, it is a Thai movie and was released on April 6, 2023. And Hunger is about a girl named Aun who managed her family's stir-fried noodle business in Bangkok, old neighborhood. One day, she received an invitation to quit the family company and join Team Hunger, which is the Thailand's #1 luxury chef table team led by a famous chef. Next. Okay, and last but not least is interview question. So this is the interview question that we prepare for our interview. And the next one will be continued by the next presenter.
Hi, I'm Dainu Zahra Binti Razali, and I'm going to present on the findings. So basically, these findings, we have compared different cultures between Western movies and Eastern movies, and we have found a lot of cultural differences in terms of formality, power distance, and as well as difficult situations. For the Western movie Burn, there are high formality aspect that we can see in this video. This video shows that Chef Adam, he given a stern and strong instruction to his subordinates, while in Eastern Hunger movie, um, Chef Tone and Chef O, they had a conversations which show the low formality culture. And the next one is the power distance. So in Western culture, in workplace, in Burn movie, this scene shows that Chef Helling was late to her work, but somehow her manager fired her because he insisted her to work with Chef Adam. And there's another one is high power distance in Eastern culture of Hunger movie. So in this scene, there's a new chef who came for a cooking task to be a part of the new team. But when Chef Pat, he introduced himself, suddenly the head chef, which is Chef Paul, didn't even did not interview with his conversation, and left him very awkwardly. The next one is difficult situations that we can see in the Western culture in workplace for Burn movie. This one is we can see here in this scene is bullying. culture. In this scene, Chef Adam was actually inviting Chef David to join him as a part of the team, but he was using sarcasm and sarcasms, and as well, and he put some jokes that somehow kind of bullying Chef David at the moment. And the next one is bullying for the Eastern culture in Hunger movie. Okay, this scene happened when Chef O, he asked the head chef, Chef Paul, for his task, but Chef Paul like didn't want to talk with her, so she told her that she use she should do some other chores like washing the pots or mopping the floor instead of cooking. So she was very infuriated at that time. So the next one is another um, example of different difficult situation, which is incivility. In this scene, we can see that Chef Adam, he was very mad when Chef Helen mistakenly served a raw turbot, which is a fish, and then he was very angry, and he enraged and cursing Helen at her face. So it is very we can say it is very incivility lah in this workplace. And last but not least is incivility in Eastern culture in Hunger movie. In this scene was quite similar to Burn movie. It happened when Chef Dan, he mistakenly cooked the soup with shrimp, where when he was not aware that the customer is have a severe allergy towards shrimp. So the head chef, Chef Paul, was very mad, and he started enraged and aggressively hit and pull out Chef Dan's collar while cursing on his face. The next part, I will be showing you the interview sessions that we had made with our interviewees. So the first question was work experience in the food. What is your work experiences in the food beverage industry? So Miss A, I mistakenly put Miss M here. So Miss A, she shared that she had a few personal experiences, as well as the conflicts within the food and beverage industry. While Miss M, she who worked as a kitchen crew at a Sushi King, not a Sushi King restaurant actually, it's Nando's restaurant actually. So she also shared about her experience as well. And the next question is, have you ever had a disagreement? Um, can someone check the the notification?
Our call ends in 15 minutes.
Okay. Okay, moving on to the next question. Have you ever had a disagreement with your superior or subordinate with the action they did? So, Miss A said yes, and the types of disagreements are some kinds like changes of our menu, pricing strategies, and staffing decisions, and as well as operational changes. While Miss M, she shared that the disagreements might be related to lack of communication, and in search of resolving to such of to resolve disagreements is to make communication more effective, or be generous by using words that has clear meanings. Last but not least is the questions of conflicts fall into several categories. From your experience, which categories of conflicts have you faced the most while working in the industry? So Miss A, she said that most of the conflict that she faced is the process. For example, like the communication skills between manager and the team, and she also mentioned that this issue will lead to misunderstanding that due to miscommunication or lack of clarity in instructions. Miss M also added that from her experience, the lack of communication between managers and crews are the one that she faced the most while working in this industry. So I think that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Can you hear me? Okay. I'll be covering the part of discussion, which is the media analysis for two films, Hunger and Birth, and also the interview session. For the media analysis for Hunger, the first one is the formality in the workplace in Hunger. It's actually showing that captures the nuance of interactions within the culinary settings that emphasize a blend of respect for authority and casual camaraderie among kitchen staff. And then the introductions of Chef Tim casually guiding Chef Boy through the kitchen scientifically introducing clicks reflects a lower formality level. And the use of nicknames and the light-hearted banter among the team members contribute to be a relaxed atmosphere. However, when interacting with Chef Paul, the head chef, a shift towards higher formality is evident. Next is a distance in the workplace in Hungary. So the film explores that the power distance within the culinary hierarchy, reflecting both cultural expectations, which is chef role, as the head of chef, embodies a higher power distance figure. So this is evident in this film that dismissive response when Chef Oil attempts to introduce herself. The quick impressions highlights a clear expectations of obedience and a traditional adherence to authority. And then the next hierarchy structure extends beyond Chef Oil interactions with the Chef Oil. Uncle Ben, as a chef, occupies a position that demands a level of reference from junior staff. And then we have difficult situations in the workplace in Hungary. So Hungary portrays various difficult situations within the culinary workplace. It's actually revealed the challenges faced by the individuals striving for success. Chef Owl's initiation into the team involved a subtle form of workplace bullying when Chef reveals that she is replacing someone who got fired. And additionally, the conflict between Chef and Uncle Dan exposes more severe form of workplace incivility. Chef aggressively behavior, questioning Uncle Dan's competence and reporting to personalities. And then next is for Fulham's Burns. So formality in the workplace for Ben Fulham's presents a dynamic portrayal of formality in a high-pressure environment of a Michelin-style kitchen. The film showcases a formal and structured workplace culture that emphasizes the intense and disciplined nature of the culinary profession. So Chef Jones is the head chef, demands a high level of formality in, from his kitchen staff. The use of titles and the lessons coupled with the expectations from, of precision and excellence. And for the power distance, it's a central theme in them. It's actually reflecting the hierarchy structure also within the culinary world. Chef Jones itself embodies a high power distance figure. It is interaction with the kitchen staff, make a clear delineations of authority, the power dynamic is an evidence within the hierarchy structure extends to interactions with other characters such as restaurant owner, Tony, Halisha, and he also pursued a third Michelin star emphasized the importance of attention and status. And then the difficult situations in the workplace or BEVERAGE films. It explores various difficult situations within the culinary workplace, shedding light on the challenges, conflicts. It actually portrays the intense moment of conflicts and crisis between sections, like having the tumultuous journey, and also the conflict between Chef Jones and his teams, including the Helen, her rival chef, that are exposed to competitive and also create a intense high stakes work environment. And then the third one is the media analysis for interview. Yes. Okay, so I just made them together for the two interviews. The first one is a formality. So that is on the Mrs. A and Mrs. M shed light on the importance of effective communications and interpersonal dynamics within the food and beverage industry. So Ms. A emphasizes that conflicts um, often arise due to stress during busy periods, differences in work styles, and also misunderstanding. While the resolutions of these conflicts, according to Ms. A, involve open communication and understanding for each other's perspective. So this highlights the significance of a formality and communications environment within the workplace. And for the power distance, the concept of power distance here that we can see is a subtly touch upon the responses, which is the Ms. Shares the experiences of disagreements with superiors and subordinates over the many changes, pricing strategies, and also staffing decisions. The need for open communications and understanding here resolves these conflicts and comfortable expressing, as well as Ms. Anne also indicates that disagreements may stem from a lack of communication or different opinions. And for the difficult situation, in response to the questions about the stages of conflict phase, Ms. A highlights the process category, emphasizing communication skills between managers and the team. And this aligns with the earlier themes of formality and communication. So Ms. Anne echoes a similar sentiment, stating that the lack of communication between managers and crews is a common issue, that these responses underscore the challenges related to communications and process management. And the last one is a conclusion. Okay. So for the conclusion, based on this plan project that we have done simultaneously, conflicts as outlined by point B arise when parties perceive competing objectives or viewpoints. So the origins of workplace conflicts are diverse, ranging from resource limitations to differences in values and personality clashes. So these conflicts manifest in various forms, such as those related of the topic at hand, the process of task execution, relational issues, and ego or identity issues. Recognizing and navigating these norms as part of workplace dynamics are critical of cultivating a positive and productive work environment. In essence, a holistic comprehension of workplace culture, our dynamics and conflict resolution strategies is indispensable for fostering organizational and success. And I think that's all from us. Thank you.